I stick by it.
I'm gonna tell you about my Let's get started. Number 5 on the list, flirting. I don't like it. I can't even put into words why I don't like it. Just know a diva don't like it. It's just, I'll be confused.
I was in the villa, I was so confused.
Give you an example. Oh my god, I like that pen. I'm drawing pink on it. As a matter of fact, I can't even do the scenario because I'm not even good at it myself.
All right, me too, girl.
I like being flirted with. I just want people to leave me alone. That's feeling social sentiments. Leave me alone. I can't be bothered. Please. I'm afraid.
Be afraid.
I just don't like it. It's not like I started getting flirted with my junior year of high school. I am now a sophomore in college. Oh my god! Yes. I worked hard for that. But I'm now a sophomore in college, and then it was hiking. Because that was the first time it happened. But then after a while, I just got something all right. Let's turn that off. And it's just a little bit scary for me. I just don't get it. Yuck. And then also another horror movie for me would be any type of chronic illness. I feel like it's a given that a chronic illness is somebody's horror movie, but I don't think y'all understand how brain altering a chronic illness would be. I watched the movie 5 Feet Apart and my brain has never been the same. Y'all, the thought of, and especially when you're young too, and even when you're older, it's still sad because it hurts. I'm in pain, I'm hurting, everybody seeing me hurting. I gotta confront myself, things I didn't want to confront. My body turning on me. Well, not my body, hold on. We're not bringing that into my big 26. But I'm just saying, a chronic illness, I just feel like whenever I find out somebody has a chronic illness, let's use cancer for example. When I found out that Chadwick Boseman had cancer, that was a very sad day. Oh, well, I also found out he had cancer when he passed away, which leads me to that was just any type of chronic illness, because at any time that joint can just take you out. You gone. Because TLC, T-Boss had sickle cell, right? If you black, you gotta check if you or your partner have sickle cell, so the baby won't have sickle cell. But basically, both her parents had sickle cell trait. She got sickle cell. When I'm watching the TLC movie and she up in that hospital, I was just like, because what do you, like, it's literally outside of you. There's nothing you can do except for you just gotta pray on it and stay positive. And you know what be pissing me off? When some people are praying on it, being positive, being like, I'm gonna make it, you guys, don't worry, I'm gonna be, and then they gone. What? No way it persisted. No way chronic illness, and if you are living with a chronic illness, shout out to you. You are one of the strongest people on earth, because I feel like sometimes I take, not even just me, I feel like as human beings, we take our healthy bodies for granted. We take the fact that we can get up, breathe normally, be able to be outside, run, play, jump, skip, walk, go take a poop. We just be taking that for granted, for real. And there's somebody who has to have someone get them up when they get up. Wipe they butt for them. Even though you an adult and you want to wipe your own butt, you can't do it. Your hand won't let you. You got that thing where your hand's always clamping up. You can't do it. Any type of illness, it's just, and it be so messed up. Because it be from, and I hate it when the illness comes from something that you love. For instance, there was this, a little history lesson. There was this woman named Jackie Hermes. She was a cartoonist, right? And she used to draw a lot of comic books. She, of course, is hand drawn 1950. They ain't had no iPads back then. So she was constantly drawing with her fingers. And of course, before she even started comic books, she was drawing throughout her childhood. And eventually she gets arthritis in her hand and she cannot draw no more. And that's just so sad. That's my worst nightmare, for real. Worst nightmare. Next one. Never traveling the world. Y'all, I don't even know all the countries I want to hit up. But I know I'm going to hit up all these countries that I want to hit up. I'm going to St. Lucia. I am going to Soliloquy. I am going to Paris. I am going to Rio, Brazil. I know I will be going there. I know I'm going to Panama. I know I'm going to Japan. But in a horror movie, if you plucked me and put me in an alternate universe where I'm living in a horror movie, it's me never being able to escape the US of A. Please help me. And I just feel like it's just sucks to stay in one place. I grew up in a small town, y'all. What's up with this accent? That's not my accent, for real. That's not my accent, for real. I'm getting frustrated with myself right now. I grew up in a small town. I grew up in a small community. And I didn't see much outside of it. Well, actually, I did travel quite a bit. I hit up Atlanta, South Carolina, went to New York one time. But, like, for the most part, I wouldn't say that I was sisterhood, traveling pants type, going places, you know. I'm gonna go experience somewhere different, somewhere outside of what you know. I already know where I live at, and I done been to this place 11 times, and there's nothing to do. And I am in the country. I am in hillbilly land. I want to see some more. Somewhere over the rainbow. Now, speaking of seeing more, suddenly see more, I do not want to young. You know, about celebrities that passed away at a very, very age. And not even just celebrities, YouTubers too. But I'll get into YouTubers in a second. But I think about all of them who passed away at a young age. Tupac, Aaliyah, Selena Quintanilla, Left Eye, Chadwick Boseman, Cameron Boyce. I think about all of them and how they just never got. It just makes me think, thank goodness they lived their life to the maximum while they were here, because their time on earth was limited. Like, you just can't be out here just sleeping on yourself. You gotta go for everything you want, because you don't know how long you're gonna be here. Like, the expected life expectancy for an average person is about 70 years old. But, like, that ain't even guaranteed. Y'all, the other day, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about Pop freaking Smoke was 20 years old. I don't think you guys hear me. Pop Smoke was 20 years old when he passed away. That man wasn't even old enough to drink. Pop Smoke, it was 1 year older than what I am right now. That would never not scramble my brain like Molly. What do you mean, Pop Smoke? First off, Pop Smoke doesn't even look like he would be 20 years old. Pop Smoke looked a cool 30. I thought he was 26. Mind you, he passed away in 2020 when I was 13. So he would be like 26 now. That's why we really gotta live our lives for real, y'all. Don't give up. Live your life, because guess who? Because if you don't live it, somebody gonna make you live they think is best for you. And you can't be living what somebody else think is best for you. You gotta live for it. And you gotta live because you don't know how long you're gonna be on earth. And it's sad, but it's true. One thing that's always guaranteed is taxes and death. I think I stole that from Twitter, but we're gonna pretend that I said it first. Number one, I think that kind of the last one, wasted. Your own potential is like terrifying. That is scarier than Freddy Krueger. Ryan Coogler and Freddy Krueger. Okay, listen. Scarier than Jason himself. That is scarier than Pennywise back when he was in Derry. That's scarier than Scream 5 and the fact that Jenna Ortega won't in it no more. That's terrifying. Like, you see, like, you just there, you had all these dreams, and you had all that ambition, and it just went to waste. Like, you do nothing. Like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about all that stuff, but I ain't got to do it, though. What you mean you ain't ever get to do it? I never got to do it, man. I ain't never got to do it. How long were you alive? I was alive for 102 years. How did you ain't do what you want? You been living for 102 years. On Earth and you ain't do Nah, man, I ain't do nothing. Man, I couldn't, bro. It was raining outside. I mean, it was raining outside, man. I couldn't do it, bro. The wind blew the wrong way and I couldn't get up, bro. That was a sign for me to stay where I was, bro. That was a sign for me to stay stuck, bro. That was a sign. It wasn't no gosh dang sign. You just wasted your life. Message. And those are my top 5 horror movies. Bye, y'all.
I stick by it.